Hello guys, welcome once again to CAD Engine tutorials on ArchiCAD. And in the last video we treated the object 2. We are supposed to treat the zone 2 today, but we will not treat it because the zone 2 is used mainly for presentation, 2D presentations, and we will jump that to the mesh 2. The mesh 2 is another tool we use in representation of the earth. So let's get to that. Before we start, I would like you to subscribe, hit the notification button, and give us a thumbs up because we are going deeper and deeper in ArchiCAD. So let's go. The mesh tool. Remember, hit the shortcut buttons, Ctrl T, and or you double click here. So this is the window for the mesh tool pop-up. So here is where you set the mesh height, the thickness of the mesh from here to here. From here, this is the top of the mesh, and from here to here, there is where you set it. So let's just use 2000. And here is where you set the type of mesh is this going to be. This one is the solid mesh. The solid mesh, it means both the top, the sides, and under of it is solid. This one is the one that has hole under it. It means the top, the top is covered, the sides are covered, but inside, under, from the under, if you look from the under, you will not see anything. This one is one that is only like a carpet. It does not have thickness, like you can see. It has 0 on its thickness. It just has only top surface. This one has top surface and sides, but under is empty, which means if you cut a section through this one, you won't see a thing, a representation in the 2D. So we use this. Let's change this one to 0. Generic environment. Yep, no problem. You can change it to soil so that when you cut a section you see the earth feeling there. So here is where you change the surface in 3D, the 3D surface. You can change to grass green, grass brown, or any other earth. Yes, earth. You can change it to earth, that is the ground, or you can change to grass or grass. So here there are a few things that you can do with the mesh tool. There are a few things. Let's just put the mesh anyhow. Then you go to the 3D window. This is the mesh. As you can see, this is the grass field surface. There is no much thing we are doing with the mesh tool, except that you can take this place and then you can yes, thank you, sorry. You can move this node down and up to change the height. You can move the node this way on the horizontal surface to change the shape of the mesh, and you can as well add a node to it. You can add a node to that, or you can as well make it curve, create a curve on it. So that is that. And you can as well elevate that section to make it into a ramp. Yes, to make it a ramp, and you can reduce the elevation of this one in order to make it a ramp. The same thing we did in the morph tool. But in the morph you use offset, in the 3D offset, but in mesh you use elevation. You use to elevate the side that you want to come up. So that is that for the mesh tool. I hope you can see that. Now you can see that it has somehow shown a little something on the side. So that is that for the mesh tool. There is the next thing that we will be doing in a mesh tool is how to use it to get a slope, but that will be when we enter into design proper. How to use the mesh tool to get a slope like this one now that is here, that is sloping from this edge to this one, which means if you pour water here now, it will go down like this. It won't come like this, it won't come like this. it will just go down here. The ones here will come to this place like a gutter of a roof. It will just go down straight. So that is that for the mesh tool. And we have another type of mesh. We have this mesh, which is very significant to a rugged ground. A rugged ground. When you click it, it will show you the divisions which you want. If you have this one, you just put the divisions you need. Like in the default, it has 5, 5. But if you need the divisions you want, you can put it there. Let me say this one 12 and this one 9. You say okay. Now it has 12 divisions. What this one is implying is that when this mesh is like this, when you select the mesh, those places that you put that you divided that has divisions will now be accessible for you to make a rugged ground. But we will be dealing on how to make a more realistic rugged ground with the mesh tool when we enter the design proper, when we are introducing manipulations to tools of ArchiCAD. When we'll be introducing the manipulator, but for now, let's just introduce the tools first so that you know what they do. Each of these nodes, not the ones in the sides, these nodes at the sides does not have the abilities. Many of them at times they don't have the ability to be created in a rugged ground scenario, but the ones inside are able to do that. So what you do is hover over any one of them, any of the nodes. Now you will see the cursor will change to a correct mark, the mark that says yes, good. Now you click on that node. Where you go is not here. You go to this one, elevate mesh point, as you can see that. So when you go there, you click and then it takes the mesh point up like that. Now when you raise this thing a little bit, you can see that the mesh point, let me just raise it a little bit more higher so that it can be easily visible, so that you can know what we are talking about. So like this, you can raise another one, so that you can be creating a heap, so that you can create a heap. You can just raise the mesh points so that you can create a rugged ground like a mountain or whatsoever. Now that is that. As you can see, we are creating some kind of heap and valleys across our model. We are just creating heaps and valleys across our model. So as you can see that this looks more of a hill-land experience in ArchiCAD. So these are the things you can do with the mesh tool. The mesh tool is mostly used for this, for the 2D presentation of the earth. And in that you can do this with the morph, but as you know, the morph is a heavy tool. You don't use it anyhow. You can do it with the morph, but the morph is a heavy tool. It's going to be heavy on your laptop, so I will not advise you to do it with the morph, although you can do it with the morph, and it will come out very nice and good with better graphics than this one. This one is takes a little bit more of your time, but that the morph won't take much of your time, but it is heavy, so I will not advise you to go for. When we will be entering into the design proper, now we will now handle how to do the mesh in a more realistic way that makes sense. You can do it with contour lines. So, but for now, I think I will be stopping here for now today. So I will see you in the next video. These things are off here. You can on them so that this area changes to the brown earth we are talking about. Okay, I didn't select that. You can turn them on so that this area changes to the earth brown, as you can see it, to the earth. So I think for now we can stop here, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, like, and hit the notification button, subscribe. And in the next video we will be handling these documents. We are done with the design and we will be moving to documents. In the next video we will handle the corner window and the lamp. Corner window, there is not much. Lamp, there is not much. Just pick one lamp, pick one. Lamps are light sources, like the bulbs that you have in the homes. You turn on the switch, the bulb lights. Then the corner windows, you have the corner windows, just like the normal window. You set the corner window, you select the corner window, then choose a window and do this window settings like I taught you in the video where we'll handle the windows. So that is that for now. So thank you for watching. I hope you like the video. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and hit the notification button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.